because you've had a lifetime of this discipline and dedication and obsession, that reinforces it in people's heads. Like, I want to do what CT does. I want to be like that. I want to have that kind of energy and focus.
Joe Rogan, have you ever thought about getting in the octagon yourself? I want to ask you that.
I'm too old now. I almost did at one point in time, but not at this point, no. You know what?
Earlier.
Yeah. Well, when I was kickboxing, man, I got a lot of fucking headaches. And I was really worried. I came from a real meathead gym, and we did, like, hard sparring. And I did a lot of hard sparring. There's one kid in particular who was a really good boxer, and we beat the fuck out of each other.
Oh.
And the problem is, like, I would go home, and, you know, this was going on over a few years. I would go home, and my head would be pounding, just boom, 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 lying in bed. And I was thinking, what am I doing to myself? Am I going to be stupid when I get older? Am I going to not know where I am? Am I going to be stumbling on my words? I was terrified of brain damage.
Yeah.
Because I've always been a very curious person, and I've always been fascinated by the way you can change the way you think about things, and by being, so that's why I'm so excited about talking to you, like inspiration and motivation and even information, like having these things in your mind, you can forge these things together to make your mind go in a certain direction. So the quality of my thoughts has always been very, very important to me, because I know that that's what made me successful in all the different areas that I've chosen to pursue. It's like the quality of your thinking and being able to recognize what's good and what's bad. But the mind itself, if the mind itself is compromised, then you're not going to be able to do all those things that you want to do.
For sure.
You're not going to be able to appreciate life if you don't remember where you are and you don't know how to talk anymore. And I was around people that I was watching their ability to talk and their cognitive function decay. Fighting it's glorious, but you gotta know when to stop. You gotta know when to stop. And for me, when I stopped is 1989. There was no UFC. There was no money. There was no money in kickboxing. Like, I think I got offered a fight for $500. And that was I was doing amateur fights, and I got offered a pro fight for, like, it might have been $400. I don't remember how much it was, but I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy. Like, I'm gonna train for months and maybe get my ass kicked and maybe get head kicked for like $400.
Yeah.
And I was getting these headaches. The headaches were bad, man. And so I just decided early on, if the UFC was around back then, I'm most certain I would have pursued it. But I'm glad it wasn't.